Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'll be teaching you how to make 4 types of peplum. So you get, I'm using a pattern sheet. You're going to get just a 90 degrees angle of your fabric and use the waist measurement just across the 90 degrees angle like what I'm doing. And then you can insert the length of your skirt from that curve that you made, which represent your waist measurement. So this, I'm assuming, is the full length of the skirt on the pattern. I'm using just about 4 inches for the illustration. And then you cut out. That is the full waist. And then if you fold over, this is 90 degrees flare. If you fold over and sew just along that place, inserting your zip there, you have a 90 degrees flare, which looks like an A-line skirt. Okay, and then we're going to move over to make the 180 degrees flare. Get your fabric. I'm using a pattern sheet. This length, it represents 180 degrees. When you fold it into 2, you have a 90 degree angle right there. I'm sure you can see that. 90 times 2 gives you 180, so you have 2. And then you're going to get your waist measurement divided by 2. Okay, and then create that curve. Of course, the curve is equal length. Here I'm just using about 2.5 inches. I'm assuming that this gives you the curve you need. Mind you, this is a pattern sheet, so you will use your real measurements. Okay, so waist divided by 2 is what you're going to use to create this curve. Okay, I got it equal inches from the point of 90 degrees, and now that is, I'm assuming that is the full length of my peplum. In this case, I'm using just about 4.5 for illustration. If it's a full length, say 20 inches, it will be 20 inches. If it's 8 inches, it's 8 inches all round from the first curve, and that gives you a full length for your 180 degrees. You cut out like so, and there you go. This is 180 degrees peplum or flare. Yeah, and if you fold this into 2 and just join it at the side with a zipper, that would be a 180 degree flare. Look at that, compared to the 90 degrees flare. The 180 degrees flare is definitely bigger. So you can see that. That's what, if it was a skirt, that was what it looked like. If it was another skirt, it would be bigger. You have a fuller peplum or flare. Look at that, beautiful. So we go over to the 360 degrees flare or peplum. You fold your fabric. Of course, this is a pattern sheet, like I said. You fold your fabric into 2 right there, and then again you fold it into 2. Of course, the size of your fabric will determine the size of your peplum. So at this point, we are folded into 4. So we have 90 degrees in 4 places. You're going to divide your waist measurement by 4. So if your waist is 32 inches, you're going to be you're creating a curve that is 8 inches long. So of course, from the point, you create a curve that is equal length all round, and it should give you 1/4 of your waist. You join the dots like I'm doing right there, and from this point you're going to insert the length of your peplum. If your peplum is 4 inches, let's say it's 4, or it's 8 inches, whatever is the length, you're going to add 8 inches all round like I'm doing there, and then you cut it out. So you divided your waist measurement into 4, and then you created the first curve for the waist, and then the length of your peplum. You cut it out nicely, and there you go. This is a 360 degree peplum. Look at that, it goes all the way round. If this was a skirt, this is what it will look like, real pretty, and it will have lots of color. This is paper though, so it doesn't fall, but if it was fabric, you can imagine how beautiful that would be. Then we're going to make the 720 degrees flare or peplum. You fold your fabric like I'm folding my pattern sheet into 2. Yeah, this is 180 degrees in 2 places, and then at the midpoint you fold into 2 again. Now you have 4 pieces here. This will give us a 360 degrees flip, but we're going for 720 degrees. So after folding into 4, so we have 90 degrees in 4 places. We're going to get the midpoint again. Look at that, and fold. So we folded our pattern sheet into 4. So you have, 8. So you have 8 folds. 90 degrees in 8 places will give you 720 degrees. Yep, look at that. And then from the point, the center point right there, you begin to insert. So your waist measurement in this case will be divided by 8. Yeah, so if it was 32 inches, it will be 32 divided by 8. So your waist will probably have about 4 inches. You create a curve 4 inches. Yeah, so depending on the size, and then you insert the length of your peplum from the first curve that you created. Equal length all through. So if you're using 20 inches, the length will be 20 inches all through. You cut it out. And then automatically you have about 360 degrees, which are going to give you 720 degrees. So we're going to divide it, because we'll have to join the fabric or paper to give us the full flare. Okay, you just sew along that point. I'm going to just pin it right there, just for illustration. If you pin the other place, maybe you are sewing or fix the zipper to the other end, you're gonna have such full flare. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.